How much magnesium would you recommend taking daily? This is JJ Virgin, 4-time New York Times bestselling author, celebrity nutrition expert, and fitness Hall of Famer. I've been on a lifelong quest for answers to the toughest health questions. And now I'm sharing what I found with you. Welcome to Ask the Health Expert. Ashley Louise Jackson from JJ Virgin Instagram DM asks, how much magnesium would you recommend taking daily? Can you OD on it? You know, you can OD on anything. And there's a whole lot. Magnesium is so important and there's a whole lot to know about it. So I will be right back and go through this with you. Stay with me.
No one goes to Hank's for his spreadsheets. They go for a darn good pizza. Lately, though, the shop's been quiet, so Hank decides to bring back the $1 slice. He asks Copilot in Microsoft Excel to look at his sales and costs and help him see if he can afford it. Copilot shows Hank where the money's going and which little extras make the dollar slice work. Now Hank has a line out the door. Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work.
Okay, so magnesium, probably the most important mineral. It's not just a mineral, by the way. It's also an electrolyte, just like potassium and calcium are, but it's also an enzyme cofactor for over 300 different biochemical reactions. Wow. A lot of different things it's been studied for, eclampsia and preeclampsia in pregnant women, arrhythmias, severe asthma, migraines. I've had 4 migraines in my life. And what I've done when I've gotten them is open up magnesium capsules and put it under my tongue. Other areas that it can be helpful, starting to show signs it's helpful, metabolic syndrome, glucose and insulin metabolism improvements, and then relieving PMS, alleviating leg cramps. And also one of the ones I love to use it for is better sleep. If you're too low in magnesium, what are some of the things that you may notice? You might notice muscle twitches and cramps. Magnesium is really important for muscle relaxation. Mental disorders. One of the things that you want to do if you're struggling, especially ADD, ADHD, magnesium can be helpful there. Osteoporosis. We always think of calcium. I say vitamin D and magnesium. Fatigue and muscle weakness, high blood pressure. This is a really important mineral for blood pressure support, asthma, irregular heartbeat. So, how much should you take of this? Yes, you can OD is the answer because this is a mineral. We store them. Okay, so don't go crazy on something. The big challenge with everything is it's all about the dose. Let's even think exercise. It can be therapeutic. It can be destructive. It's all about the dose. So same true here in magnesium. The RDI, the recommended daily intake, and can we just talk about the recommended daily intake? What's that for? That's to make sure you don't get like the most common nutrient deficiency diseases. So I look at that as you don't want to go below this, but that is in no way optimal. So for the RDI, depending on your age and your sex, it's 310 to 420 milligrams a day. And if you get too much, if you OD on magnesium, your kidneys have to deal with this. And if you don't have good kidney function, that could create some problems. But generally, your body is going to tell you if you OD on magnesium in a very specific way. It's called disaster pants. Yes, a blowout. So if one of the things we can use magnesium for, and I'm going to talk about the form for that, is you can use magnesium for constipation. So, but if you use too much, guess what? You get the reverse of that. So that's one of the easy ways to know that you did too much. Now, how do you get magnesium? Well, I love supplements, but remember that name. Supplement means supplement a diet. So first thing we want to do is always try to get everything we possibly can from food. And you're not going to really struggle here with magnesium because dark chocolate, raw nuts and seeds, deep green leafies, avocado, legumes. I mean, and green bananas. I'm saying green bananas because I don't want you to have the super ripe bananas that are high in sugar. I want you to use the greener ones. They have the magnesium and they have resistant starch. Double win. But there's some great dietary sources. Are you going to get what you need from diet alone? Probably not. So most likely you will need to also supplement. Now, here's where magnesium can get a little confusing because there are a lot of different types. And depending on what you need, you take a different type. If you are constipated and you want a little help there, then the one you want to look at is magnesium ascorbate or magnesium citrate. That's magnesium bound with vitamin C. The two together are like the power couple for helping relieve that. Proceed with caution. If you do too much, you will know what I'm talking about. Glycinate is the most well-absorbed. Remember, magnesium's a little rock. So glycinate, we chelate it. We put it together with other things to help your body absorb it better. And glycinate's the most bioavailable of them. So glycinate for overall, I like that one for sleep. That's my favorite. If you're looking at something for your brain, threonate is the one that really is better at crossing the blood-brain barrier. And if you are looking at something for more help with energy, for muscle aches, malate is the one there. So fibromyalgia, I would go with malate. So there you go. There's all the different ones. How much should you take? I take 1,000 milligrams a day. That's me personally. I do an Epsom salts bath at night. I take 1,000 milligrams of magnesium a day. That's where I feel great. That's where I test great. At the bare minimum, I would be supplementing with 300 milligrams a day, and you can titrate from there, but that's kind of a starting point. It tends to be one of the minerals that we are deficient in, and it does so many important things in the body. It's not one you want to be deficient in, but too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing, so don't go crazy on it. All right? There you go. This is JJ with Ask the Health Expert. I do this 5 times a week, so make sure you never miss a show by going to subscribetojj.com.